You sure, Mary? I guarantee you'll enjoy translation, raw fish ingredient with moldy old bean juice and sea pest ingredients. If you try some, and I have plenty. As he spoke, the smaller human was backed slowly into a wall by a nearly 9-foot-tall wall of muscles and teeth, the shark-like Niv Revar woman leaning down to growl in his face, poking him in the chest as he was given a not unenjoyable view down her shirt. First, next time you call me Mary, there's gonna be consequences. It's May Renelth, blood-soaked mistress of the depths. Second, I have told you little monkeys 100 times, we're only interested in finished human food, no ingredients. And certainly nothing moldy. Send that shit to those damn slugs near the core. Now, I'm gonna go see if there's any halfway decent males dancing at the bar tonight. I doubt it, but maybe I'll get lucky. The Goliath woman missing the forlorn look the chef gave her back as she left. Cuisine throughout the universe is surprisingly uniform. In any group of species, you'll usually find analogues for the staples. Beef, chicken, pork, fish, grains, various fruits and veggies, etc. Now of course, these usually won't be recognizable between worlds. The source of beef from an arm on the opposite end of the galaxy from us, for example, is a 20-legged creature that looks like if someone had melded a cheetah with a millipede and flipped it upside down. Their chicken analogue would be mistaken for a rock if it wasn't moving. Add to that the fact that certain species have certain dietary needs. You'll never see a frugivore chowing down on a steak, for example. And there's very little culinary experimentation, especially now. Humans, on the other hand, have two legs up on this issue. One of the few extraordinary things about humans is the immense amount of biodiversity on their planet. 2, humans are obsessed with food, to the point they have entire dishes that can kill you if prepared wrong. This has led to humanity having a greater menu of culinary delights and oddities than the rest of the universe combined. And it didn't take long for other species to notice once humanity took to the stars. Soon, there wasn't a single long-haul ship that didn't have at least one human chef on it, if not a team, and they were given nearly as much respect as any officer, sometimes even the captain. Human cuisine overtook every other cuisine on the market, not because it was always way better, but because when your great-grandmother's secret recipe of meat, fruit sauce, dairy and grains is just called lasagna by humans, and there's 100 recipes for it, it's just not possible to compete. Food even led to the first recorded instance of human-non-human intermingling, when a young bachelor invited a feline work body over to try something he called ice cream. The two men have been happily married for 30 years now, and run an extremely lucrative ice cream shop near Orion's Belt. It's a general rule that if a human specifically invites you to try a food, saying she, they, he, sure you'll like it, you go. That being said, there's one kind of human food no alien has tried, partially due to an issue in translating, well, all of the ingredients, since aliens rarely ferment food, and never eat raw food, at least not with other things. 3 months after their initial meeting. If you had me slump all the way to this weird island for something weird, I promise, friendship or no, I'm making that face even flatter. Now, that being said, I have to admit, it does smell delicious in here. What are we having, Shu? The human stopped pouring sake for the two of them, the oversized bottle for hers making him look almost comically small, as he hefted it back onto the table. Well, I looked into it, and apparently when we try to say the name of it, it comes out in your adaptive translators as raw fish ingredient with moldy old bean juice and sea pest ingredients, which is technically correct, but I promise it's a finished dish. At least just try some before you bash my head in. Almost on time, as soon as he finished speaking, 2 plates of various types of sushi were brought out, one substantially larger than the other. Watching her smaller human companion, the shark copied his actions, dipping the slabs and rolls of various fish and vegetables in the brown sauce provided, her eyes lighting up even more with each bite, until both plates were empty, the immense woman eyeing her friend happily. See, Mary? I knew you'd like it. Shu barely had time to press his card to the payment tab before he was bodily hefted up and over her shoulder like a fresh kill. The blushing human given a good view of her tail, as well as the attached anatomy, as he was carried off back to her ship, remembering her words from a few months before. I suppose I can live with these consequences.